What's up, guys? This is Niko and Joel from Blind Channel, and you're watching Good Evening Europe.
Good evening, Europe!
Let's start off by talking about you. To anyone who don't know Blind Channel yet, how would you describe yourself as a band?
We're Finnish modern rock band. We describe our music as violent pop, and we want to tour and take over the world. Yeah, we want to see.
sure.
We want to see places and meet new people and do the one thing we can do.
with the thing we love the most,
Yeah.
our own music.
And which bands do you listen to yourself, and which bands inspire you?
Well, basically, I would say that for the whole band, Linkin Park is like the key influence.
We
from
wouldn't
the
be here
start.
without them.
And also, right now, if you think about what we listen to, it's basically, I would say, Bring Me the Horizon, Nothing But Thieves. How would you say some rappers?
Yeah. Like we definitely listen to rock music. Linkin Park was the beginning for us, but it was Linkin Park guys were such pioneers. Like they invented something completely new, and we don't want to be a copy of Linkin Park, not at all. We wanna do what they did, like create something completely new, what we
Yeah.
call violent pop music. And violent pop is our genre and our brand. We came up with it ourselves. It was just the best way to describe our music, because it's rock music, but it has this mainstream touch. Like there's something for, like, you don't have to be a metalhead or a rock lover to listen to our songs. Even the mainstream audiences can find something in that, and that's been our goal since the beginning, to take our music to the mainstream audience. And I think with UMK and Eurovision, that's exactly what we've been doing, and that's really cool.
What is it that you guys in Finland can do with rock music that pretty much nowhere else in the world can?
We have a unique sound, we have the unique melodies, we have the unique harmony, and we have the unique history with rock music. I would say that if you compare our music with like British rock bands or rock bands from Germany or from States, it's pretty different. We have a darker melancholy in the melody, we have the darker melancholy in lyrics and everything. The whole thing is pretty different, because the place we live, it's pretty dark and pretty cold. So you can really hear that in our music.
Yeah, and it's funny, like, because most of our influences and the bands and artists that inspire us, they come from like UK or United States.
Yeah.
But still, the Finnish darkness is something you just can't wash off. Like,
Yeah,
even
you
if we
can't
wanted
wash it
to,
off.
it's always there.
It's like tattoo you have from the beginning.
Yeah.
And if we talk about Dark Side, what is the message behind that song?
Dark Side was born way before UMK or any thought about like competing in the Eurovision Song Contest. Like 2020 was supposed to be our big year. We have been working so hard for 7 years, and we released our third album, and then we had like big things coming, and then everyone knows what happened. Like everything just was cancelled in front of our eyes, and we felt like we went to our practice place and we were so pissed off, so frustrated. But then we figured out that a lot of people all around the world must be feeling the same way. And then we wanted to do this anthem, like where people could like throw their middle fingers up in the air and scream, because that's relieving. It does good for people. It's good for people in times like this. It was good for us, and we wanted to share it. And that's why the song is full of this like this and things we want to do with the audience. Like the song is meant to be performed with an audience, and that was the idea behind the song and the message. Like, let's do this together. Like, the world is basically saying fuck you, and we are saying fuck you back, and we want to throw our middle fingers up in the air with everyone and scream. And then when the UMK idea came up, we knew that Dark Side was the song we wanted to show to the world.
You've accomplished a lot as a band already. You played at Wacken. You released 3 albums, as you mentioned. Eurovision doesn't seem like, at least for me, the place for you to go.
It was surprising for us as well. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. When this pandemic started, we didn't have any other options. We had an option to be on the rehearsal place and try to release music and wait for the pandemic to be over. But then we had the idea for entering to UMK and then the Eurovision, which is the biggest television music show in the whole planet. So basically, we thought that why the hell no? We have the song, we have the thing, and we are ready for that. So let's fucking go and let's kill. That was the main
it was
reason.
like choice between like waiting for the storm to pass or saying that we are the storm. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
Well, it was a bit like we of course we love audiences. That's the best part in doing live shows. The audience when you get to interact with the audience, and there, especially with Dark Side, it's gonna be. We haven't even felt that yet, but we already know that the Dark Side is meant to be performed with an audience. But like we knew how many people were watching the UMK finals, almost 2 million people, and we really got the adrenaline from there. So we were basically just saying that show us where to perform and we'll do it.
It was pretty surrealistic. I felt that it's out from this world. The whole feeling was like I was laughing and I was like, what the hell is going on? It was insane. I would say that yeah, I was expecting us to win because we have had the biggest hype, we had the biggest fan base, and everything looked pretty perfect. But still, that it was so landslide. It was insane.
Yeah, like we already had a big fan base and it grew even bigger during the UMK and especially during the finals. And we kind of like agreed with all our fans and listeners that we we do our job on the stage and they'll do their job at home voting. And that's exactly what happened. And we're so grateful to everyone who voted for us. Like that's special. It seems that we were right. Like we felt like there must be a lot of people who just want to throw their middle fingers up and scream, but we didn't know there was so many people who
Yeah.
wanted to do that. It felt like people are really getting the message. Like, and if it has this feeling of that's bigger than our band, that let's do this together, let's scream this off, and that's just amazing. We're so happy.
If you think about Eurovision, it's not been the main focus for us, and I haven't watched it for years. But still, the Iceland band Hatari back in 2 years ago, that was one of the biggest inspirations also for us that we need to entry because they had the statement feeling. They wanted to go there and make a statement about with the music and with everything they were doing. So basically, we wanted to do the same because I felt we had the right energy, we had the right outstanding feeling with everything. So basically, we felt that Eurovision could be the platform where we can where we can be that everyone is watching us and we can tell them our story.
Yeah, and Eurovision definitely has the sense of uniting people through music, and that's I think that's the most important thing in that competition. And like we wanted to shed light to the dark side, like
Yeah.
unite different kind of people who don't feel so good, people who are feeling bad. Like when you feel really bad, you don't want to hear songs about love and hope and
Yeah.
stuff. You
Yeah.
like because we knew that like from experience. Like sometimes life can be really hard, and that's when no happy song is gonna help you. Like you just want to throw your middle fingers up and scream, and that's like the sense of unity we wanted to represent.
Have you received any reactions from the rock community, or are you maybe afraid that some of the most hardcore rock fans who follow Blind Channel will fall off?
We don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, we don't
Basically,
care, but we never cared about that. Like we've always mixed genres and done stuff like that. Like we don't have time to worry about such things. We're just doing our thing.
Yeah, and basically, I would say that the whole Eurovision community it's kind of right place for us because we are in some way an unisex rock band. I would say that we are pretty unisex in every way because we're only talking about the problems we all have. We are feeling low and we are depressed and we try to help people no matter who they are. We don't care about the skin color or anything like that. It doesn't matter for us because everyone is we think about the people as a persons, and we want to go deeper to the problems we have in our minds. And I think we have a great spot in Eurovision to help everyone out with the darkest feelings of shadow side of life.
Yeah, that's like, and if Eurovision, yeah, we also know that it's known as this pop festival thing, but does it have to be? Like, that's what we're saying.
I would say that the pop thing is pretty good because I'm not counting our band as a rock band in a rock band way. Yeah, we are rock band, but we still have the big influence from pop music. We have a big pop hooks, we have rap, we have electronic music. So
like we don't want to be imprisoned by a scene, like by one scene. We want to be in all of the scenes. We want to be in the mainstream audience. That was the goal like 8 years ago, and it still is. That's what we want to do. Like we
want to break the borders and
give it to the masses.
And like I said, we can be like the new generation of rock bands that have a really right to do whatever they want to do. Because I think today all the rock bands and metal bands are pretty shy to do the things. They're kind of stuck in the past with the music.
Yeah, so and probably maybe because they worry like what their listeners will think, and we've never
and the critics and stuff like that. We don't give a fuck. If we want to go to Eurovision and party with the whole scene, with every people there is, no matter who they are, then we're on the right place, I would say, because everyone can join the dark side. We don't care about is there Eurovision fans or rock fans, or we don't care about that.
Another question from Facebook is, how do you feel about Eurovision requiring a backing track?
Yeah, well, we like playing live, but I don't think we have to ask the other guys who play instruments, because we're still singing live. So I don't know how it feels to the guys. We can't really say anything about it. To us, it felt pretty much the same as playing a regular show. I don't know if the guys looked like they look like that in every live show. So I actually kind of forgot that they weren't playing.
How do you see your chances at Eurovision?
I would say that we are gonna be in the top 10. That's our goal, and for sure we're trying to win. But I don't know what is the realistic feeling about that. But top 10 is my goal right now. For sure, my goal is to win, but my realistic feeling is that we're gonna be in top 10.
Yeah, we're always been like a realistic band when it comes to pretty much anything, and I think that we have a great chance to stand out in the competition, and that's the best thing for us. It was the best thing about the UMK, and I think it's gonna be the best thing about the Eurovision, that we really get to like do our thing, the same thing we've always done, and let's hope that people will connect with it and people will like it, because that would be like great help for us, like even after the Eurovision. Join the dark side, check out the show, and we're gonna have a big party in Rotterdam. It's gonna be so fun. We hope you're watching. We hope you enjoy yourselves. Join the dark side. Let's hang out.